Welcome to the 77 Million Club. It's your host, Donkey Llama. That's me. Yes. Woo! Now what the fuck are you guys doing? Okay, I changed my name from Duo Bros to Donkey Llama, gained a few more subscribers, and now I'm only at 49. I should be in the millions. So subscribe today. Anyway, guys, I have a fun one for you today. Let me straighten this out so you guys can see. It says subs. It says subs. So, basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the infamous Absolom in the world of One Piece. Absolom is like me, a giant pervert with a lion face. Wow, I can see the identicalness inside of myself reverberating in his spirit. Yes, because he's dead, spoiler alert. He was killed by none other than Shiryu. Who's Shiryu? We'll get into that another day. But right now, I want to focus on Absolom as he was alive. Absolom is most infamous for taking on number 77 million. Sanji, yes, the third in command as far as the Straw Hats are concerned, if you don't include Jinbei. Absolom was super strong when we first saw him, extremely underrated. When we first see him in the series, he is this intimidating, invisible man who just growls and oodles Robin on the Sunny. Basically, we hear this growl, and all of a sudden Robin is pushing herself away from this invisible wall. Like, get away from me! And then all of a sudden we just see saliva from her bosom upwards, and we later find out that that was Absolom being a pervert. Yes, he should be put down with an iron fist, or in this case, foot. Sanji later defeats him with a flying kick, but before that, we were introduced into a couple of new concepts, right? So one of the things we were introduced was that within the One Piece world, science is extremely prevalent. Absolom is a normal human, but due to advancements in technology and surgery, he was able to have attributes from many different animals, incorporating within himself a gorilla, the skin of an elephant, skin of a rhino, skin of a lion and fangs of a lion, attributes and muscle fibers from all these animals put together to make one incredible, durable animal. Now Hogback, this famous fatso here, I don't know if I'm able to switch it over, but this fatso here was able to do all this with the flick of his thumb. Yes, Hogback was the secret to all of Moria's surgical procedures as far as zombies, and apparently Absolom were concerned. Now a theory behind Absolom, right? I think Absolom was actually Moria's first mate, way back when. And he was diced up along with Moria when they fought against Kaido. And as you saw in my Moria video, I believe that Moria was actually a heavy hitter before he turned into this fat lazy son of a bitch and went toe-to-toe with Kaido and went and knocked him out. But Kaido came back as a dragon and was just like, fuck you, and ripped him apart, leaving Absolom in a bloody heap. And in Moria's desperation, after he was healed, he begged Hogback to reconstruct Absolom into a stronger being, ready to take on some of the beasts in Kaido's crew. And sure enough, Hogback delivered. Like I said, Absolom has the fangs of a lion, the reconstruction with elephant, rhino, and gorilla muscles, as well as skin. You know, the dude is impenetrable unless you're Sanji, in which we saw that Absolom was not the heavy hitter he was said to be. In fact, he was quite a weak one. Sanji beat the shit out of him with his legs and flying kicks, but Sanji did take some damage. Don't get it in your head that Sanji made it out of this scot-free. Oh, no. Sanji actually, got seriously fucked up in this fight, partly due to Nami's incompetence in getting knocked out by Absolom, partly because Sanji's chivalry was stupid as fuck. The dude was holding Nami over his head and getting the shit beat out of him by gorilla punching arms. And just absolutely bleeding, gushing blood. You know, he took some serious damage in the fight against Absolom. So don't think for a second that Absolom's some wimpy two-time wannabe. No. My guy Absolom is a heavy hitter from the gorilla ring. Okay? But moving on and forward, after Absolom and Moria are defeated, they escape Thriller Bark and move on elsewhere with their lives. Absolom escapes into the New World, in which he reported on Marineford and all the major events up until his death. Yes, Absolom was a freelance news reporter who reported all things to Morgan, the head of the newspaper. You know those flying flappy birds that drop the newspaper off, the seagulls? The head of them is Morgan's, but Morgan's freelance reporter was, of course, Absolom. And what better way, what better fruit to have than the clear fruit in order to do this? And the clear fruit allows 100% invisibility, not only to yourself, but whatever you touch. So if I decided, I don't know, I want to touch $1 million in the bank, it becomes invisible with me. Woo, I'm rich! But that'll be saved for later. Wink, wink. Basically, the amazing thing about Absolom's character is that he's one of those kind of guys we don't get a lot from. But he is absolutely entertaining every time we see him. I love characters like this that Oda designs. 10 out of 10 Oda, amazing. But anyway, so upon Absolom's death, yes, let's have a moment of silence. Absolom, is that you? No? Okay. Well, basically what happened to Absolom is he somehow, we're not exactly sure how, it is implied that he was actually reporting on Blackbeard when he was caught. Now, the debate is, does the clear fruit negate all observation hockey, or can the extreme observation hockey users can spot him? We don't know. It'd be an interesting thing to find out that they could, right? Because the clear fruit, all it really does is negate sight, right? It doesn't negate footprints, as we saw. It doesn't negate blood or dust or liquids. You know, if he steps into a puddle, he is seen inevitably. If he runs into dust and the dust clouds stick to him, he is seen inevitably. So it's not ridiculous to say that it is possible that a person with extremely high or even regular observation hockey could sense Absolom. Now, that's not to say that you kind of have to be aware when you're using observation hockey. It's not like you can sense everything around you all the time. Right? Observation hockey is kind of like you have to activate it before you can sense everything around you. So it's safe to say that Shiryu has immense observation hockey and was able to foretell that Absolom was walking there. Similar to Katakuri, Shiryu might be able to predict a little bit into the future. It's not ridiculously outlandish to say he could do that. He is, of course, on a Yonko's crew, and not just on the Yonko's crew, but one of the Yonko's commanders themselves. So it's safe to say that Shiryu saw Absolom and diced him up and took his fruit. And the method they take fruits is unknown as well. It's implied that any of Blackbeard's crew can do this, since Jesus Burgess went out there to take Sabo's fruit, or Ace's fruit rather, or he went there looking for powerful devil fruits with a knife. So there's obviously a technique to extracting devil fruits, and they have it down. Blackbeard's crew has it down. And they took Absolom's fruit, and we see that in the scene with Moria. Moria goes there to avenge his beloved Absolom, and is cut down by the one and only clear fruit user, Shiryu, who now has Absolom, the late Absolom's fruit. So, very sad ending to a beloved character of mine. I really loved his design. I mean, look at this. It's 10 out of 10. Wow! Amazing! I mean, look at his facial features. You can see the stitches. I mean, Hogback knew what he was doing. The dude is amazing. But yes, Absolom is one of my favorite characters in this series. Mostly due to his design. I shouldn't say he's one of my favorite characters in the series. I should say he's one of my favorite designs in the series. Because as far as characters go, he's nothing to really brag about. He's one of the kind of background characters. But he's definitely a cool design, that's for sure. Oda really wanted to draw something like this. I can tell, me being an artist myself, I know what it's like to draw animals, and it's extremely fun getting the snout right. Okay, and you guys may be like, what did he just say? Yes, I said the damn snout. Okay, have you guys ever drawn a snout perfect? There's this sense of accomplishment. But anyway, guys, this has been Donkey Llama character discussion. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like on this video and subscribe, and go ahead and do me the biggest favor of all and share with all your friends. I discuss anime, do reviews, and I'll be gaming soon, so look forward to that. Love you all. Donkey Llama. signing out.